Good morning, everyone. How are you, my friends? Friends of the past and the present and the future. I read some comments from Tonya and Ian, and Daya was also here or watched one of the replays. So thank you guys for commenting. That this always makes me happy, especially when you share that, your successes. Like Tonya was talking about one of her book series. Oh yes, when we talked about the laundromat, and that this might be a cool place for writers to work. When Hazelnut Rambling said that she's working there, and Tonya posted in the comments that actually she has a book series. I think I forgot what it was called, but about ladies that are meeting in the laundromat and talking about all the rumors and stuff like that, and things that are going on. And I think this book series might also turn into a TV show, if I remember correctly. I wish I had opened the comment, but she said something like that. So I was like, wow, that's so cool. There must be a real good book series. So maybe I will use the first sprint to thinking about it to share Tonya's website again with all the books, and we'll especially look up this book series if I can find it. Maybe I find it directly on Amazon. Yeah. So what I wanted to say is I always love to read all your comments from anyone who's watching this later, not live. Please share. James is here. Good morning. Hello, hello. Emmy is here as well. Hello, good morning, my friend. Yeah, I hope you have a good night shift, James, and Emmy. You had a good sleep and are now ready for the day. I got a card for us. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. And yeah, I think that's a typical advice you could give any writer, I would say. And I tried to think about what does this actually mean. I mean, work through your fears is not necessarily just push through them, but maybe look at them, like really, what kind of fears do I have about my writing? Are they stopping me from reaching my goals? And I think a lot of fears stem from this very old, ancient part of our brains, like the fear of not being liked by people, being excluded from the community, for instance. So we tend to be people pleasers because we're afraid of becoming outcasts. We want to survive, so fears are important, even in today's modern world, so that we don't do stupid things. But most fears aren't necessarily true, like, especially when it comes to writing. It's nothing. We won't be outcast if we write like we want and not what we think other people's want us to write. I don't know, stuff like that. Or the fear of failure, for instance, in regards to writing. No one will die when the book doesn't sell as well. I don't know. When you really look at your fears, very often it's just not fear that is necessary, it's just something when you really think about it, it's stupid to even have this fear. And yeah, I don't know what you can really do. I don't think they will vanish, when you say from a logical standpoint, it's not it doesn't make sense. But I don't think you can, because it's such a deep-rooted thing, I don't think you can just think about it logically and then it vanishes. But maybe accept them and I don't know, maybe ask them to take a step back. I'm thinking of what was this book called? I forgot the name, where she said it's good to ask your doubts and your fears to go in the backseat of the car while you're working and being creative, and the doubts and fears can maybe come up again, or the perfectionism can be helpful while you're maybe editing, because then you can really look more objectively at your work and stuff like that. So, but what I wanted to say with the card is, with working through your fears, maybe take the time to really, if you feel like, I don't know, with writing, you're stuck and just have anxiety about it, maybe to sit down and journal about it and ask yourself, what's going on here? What's truly going on? What is um, underneath all of my fears and anxieties? Emmy, like the lady from Writing Down the Bones, yeah, said no one died from writing. Yeah, it's so true if you think about it. We have so many fears around our creativity. I don't know. I definitely feel sometimes a lot of anxiety or this battle within myself. And I think I just said it yesterday or the day before, that there's so many layers to writing. What's going on there with us? It's like also said before, it's like therapy. You kind of, when you are creative and really creating something big, a big project, or even smaller, it doesn't matter, but it's a lot about ourselves and what's going on within ourselves, our mental problems maybe, and stuff like that, traumas we had. Worrying about problems, fears, wastes mental energy. Exactly. If you can't stop worrying, it frees up energy to actually solve the problem. Absolutely. That's the danger of all those things that are going on. That's why I think it's really important what the card says. Work through your fears. Just, yeah, I think the more, sometimes with stuff like that, when you really, usually we tend to avoid it because it's so scary. But if you then look directly at it, like write it down and think about it and or work through it, it just lessens, it's not as big and strong anymore as yeah it feels, yeah, you just feel freed, like you said, it frees up energy to actually solve the problem. So not dwell in those feelings. Yeah, that's why it's important to work through those things from time to time. If you feel like, oh, there are things that really keep me from writing. So, and you can burn all your fears away. That's why I put up the fire timer as our warm-up timer. So let's do a 20-minute sprint. Enjoy the flames. Okie dokie. That was our warm-up sprint. How did everybody do? Yeah, I'm in the midst of writing my next scene and yeah, getting excited about it. So I want to continue. JC joined us. Hello, hello. Good to see you. How are you? I hope you're doing great. And Hazelnut Ramblings is here. Hello, hello. And JC's like, Nicole. And Hazelnut is like, JC. So you are Nicole, so I can call you Nicole. Hazelnut, yeah. Hazelnut is quite funny, isn't it? That I call you Hazelnut. I also looked up, tried to find the. So Tonya's comment was that. Where is it? That she has this very popular cozy mystery book series that's been optioned for film. That's what it was, not a TV show, with a group of women called the Laundry Club Ladies, because they meet in a laundromat to gossip about the small town in Sleuth. I don't know how to pronounce this, I hope. But yeah, so I didn't really find I'm not sure if the Laundry Club Ladies, if this would be the title for the film maybe. So I couldn't really find the Laundry Club Ladies book series, but she has a lot of books on her website. So if you're into cozy mysteries, yeah, I shared the link to Tonya's website. Have a look. I will definitely also, especially now that the fall season is coming up, that's the perfect season for cozy mysteries. I think she also has some Christmas cozy mysteries there. So just have a look if you want to read. And I also saw them on Amazon. So if you want to read cozy mysteries, have a look at Tonya's work. Yeah. Let's see. Emmy got out of bed, washed up, reading a bit, but we'll be getting ready to film a big painting process I started. Oh, awesome. Nicole or Hazelnut. That's fine. What are you reading right now, Emmy? I always want to know. And this sounds great that you're, yeah, now that you have more space, probably. You said on Monday that you gave a lot of your art away. Now you have more space to redecorate. And do you want to put a big painting on your wall, or are you just happy to create a big painting? Doesn't matter if it will end up in your apartment or graphic novel. Always never. Ooh, graphic novels are always great. Always never. Especially if you're like my kids and want to read more English to get better at it. So graphic novels are always good for us who want to learn languages. I just recently looked up French graphic novels, what's out there. But graphic novels are always quite expensive, so I really have to think about which one I want to get. But we also have some in the library, but I'm not sure if we have probably some English ones, but I'm not sure if we have French graphic novels. So I will see. I just did the last of my purchasing. Oh, I cannot speak, for a couple readathons next month. Oh, that's exciting! What readathons are you going to participate? In what readathons? I want to know. I mean, there are probably some cool ones. I'm honestly not up to date. Usually, I only learn about the readathons when they're already, starting. When they already started, too late. But that's fun, and you purchasing some books for them is even better if you have a good reason. So I'm currently reading through the Throne of Glass series. My eldest daughter loved the books and always has been nagging me to read them. So I'm just finished yesterday book 5, I would say, and now there are only 2 books left. So books 6 and 7. So yeah, it's a fun read, definitely. I can understand why my daughter loves those books. Yes, it is for my wall. Awesome. I'm suspicious. Oh, I'm suspicious it could be a French author, the graphic novel. Ah. French graphic novels are so pretty. Sadly, not all translated. Yeah, I looked at my where I usually get my used books, and they had French graphic novels, but they were all like translations from English or German. So I don't remember what kind of like famous English and yeah, probably most of them English novels. So I was like, I would love to read an original French graphic novel. So yeah, but the Summer Scare and both of them are very appealing. The Summer Scare and Rom-Comathon. Ah. Okay. JC, I know about the Summer Scare, didn't hear about the Rom-Comathon. Yeah, see, good that we talked about it here. And Hazelnut looked up the Hex Library and the 4 Paws and the book. They have more details on the readathons. I will do. Maybe I can also share in the next sprint. Is your French good? I don't know. Not really. I had it in school very long, like 7 years. For 7 years, I learned French. And then I didn't do any French anymore for like 20 years. So I can understand quite good, I would say, or yeah. So I try to watch more Netflix on, not more movies and shows on Netflix, and reading. I also can kind of understand, but it's really, really rusty. And I always try to get back into, like with English, when you just immerse yourself in French content, you will automatically get better again. So that's why I thought of graphic novels, for instance, would be great. A great start back into reading in French, because that's what I really loved in school, that I was able to read French novels, for instance, and now I cannot. My French isn't good anymore. It's too slow. I don't know. So that's why I thought of. So I have to do some more digging and trying to find some good French graphic novels. Oh, so Hazelnut says to JC, Rom-Comathon is also hosted by Bree on 4 Paws in a Book. So yeah, I will look on their channel. 7 years probably can watch movies still. Yeah, I can, but it's very rusty. It takes, for me, we just were in France on vacation, and it's very difficult for me to understand the people, and talking to them is like I'm talking in very cryptic. So that's why I want to get back to it. Do you say, okay, I hadn't watched this latest video, Nicole, so that's probably why I missed it. Your English is great. Many languages impressive. Yeah, my English is good because I was in England for like half a year when I studied, and I studied English language, or yeah, some kind of it. So maybe that was really helpful. When you live in a country and are forced to speak the language, our brain is very good at adapting, and that's, I think, when I really learned to speak more fluently. And with French, I never was in France long enough. So, but still, I want to try and learn a bit more. It's just fun. I really enjoy languages, and so that's why I want to do a bit more on that front. So let's do a 20-minute sprint, and I will look up the next the readathons we talked about. Okay, enjoy. Okie dokie. That was sprint number 2. And how did everybody do? Ian is here. Hello, hello. Good to see you. You're up early. How are you? I hope you're doing great. I shared the readathon announcements, the summer scare readathon, and I also had a little watched some parts of it. So the summer scare is actually happening from September 1st. So quite soon, September 1st to September 10th. And the rom-comathon is a little bit later, from September 18th to September 24th. So if you're thinking about participating, should first watch the summer scare readathon video, where they also share the different prompts, what kind of books you could read, and yeah, readathons are always a lot of fun. I actually haven't participated in a while in a readathon, so, but usually I have October reserved for my horror reading, so I'm still thinking about it if I want to participate in summer scare. But it would be fun to read together with others. Christian, hello, good morning. JC is just writing some notes down in her brainstorming journal. Just have had a lot of plot bunnies lately, so getting some of those out of my head and on paper. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, and you have a brainstorming journal. That's perfect to have a place where you can put all those plot bunnies. Yes, honestly, I love plot bunnies when they appear. Yeah, and also try to always write them down as quickly as possible before they run away again. Oh no, Ian, I have a cold and slept very little. That's why you're here. That's not good. But being here is always a good thing. So we have like 3 or 5 people here in my family are also sick right now with cold. So I'm fingers crossed. So far, I'm not. I don't suffer any of that. I'm still feeling good. So I hope I just don't get it. So yeah, and I hope you will feel better soon. Hazelnut, Nicole. Currently trying to schedule tomorrow's video. His Immortal Majesty's cover is revealed tomorrow. Awesome. I want to see it. That's really exciting. So do you already know what time of day? But you're scheduling the video. Okay, that's good. So I will see on your channel at which time your video will happen, when the premiere is happening. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Jesse, you're revealing the cover tomorrow? How awesome. Can't wait to see it. Yes, me too. Cover reveals are exciting, says Emmy. Yes. And yeah, covers are so important, They really, if you want to sell your books, they play a big role in, whether people choose your novel or not. And sometimes when you have a novel that doesn't sell that good, maybe you could think about getting a new cover for it. So yes, it's very exciting. Congrats to you, Nicole, for publishing your cover, for showing your cover. So you will probably also publish the novel itself pretty soon, will you? Oh, and I want to know, did you create the cover yourself, or do you work with someone? Can you recommend a good cover designer? I'm still thinking about the cover for my next novel, and still looking throughout the internet for some good ideas and good cover designers. Ian, stay well, thank you, and family get well soon. Yeah, they are okay. I think my husband is already over it, and the others also getting better already. So thank you. And Emmy also says, hope you feel better soon, Ian. How is your book coming? Yeah, I have the manuscript lying on my computer, and I am waiting for a weekend. Maybe I'm also procrastinating to read through it, the whole manuscript. I want to read through it and then see what things might come up, what I still need to tweak. But I think the most writing work is done. What's left is tweaking and maybe, little things. I don't know what comes up when I read through it. So yeah, it's very exciting and scary as well. That's why I'm also thinking about the book title. My working title was The Beach House. I'm not sure. Should I keep it? It's okay. An okay title. And then I need a cover. Yeah, for the book. Ian says, thanks. My illustrator feels better and just started to work, so I'm very excited. Yes. It's always, I remember with my first novel, finding the cover, or because it took a lot of time I'm so happy with the cover. It's like really beautiful. And so it took me a while to find the cover designer. And then she had actually on her page some, sometimes they have prepared cover designs that you can just buy a bit cheaper, and then they kind of do tweak it so that it's according to your novel. That's what I did. I was so lucky to find a cover that I really was like, okay, that's perfect. And so I worked together with her. She's a German cover designer, and yeah. So I want to have the same feelings with my next novel, of course. I want to feel like, the cover is perfect. I love it. It's perfect for the novel. It makes so much sense. Yeah, So yeah, it's a lot of fun, but also pressure to find. If you don't find it, you have to feel like, oh yeah, that's it. Jesse is saying you're making progress, so a little procrastination along the way is perfectly fine. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it is. It's good to hear this from others. I want to say writing newsletter made me realize that even slowly there's always progress. Yes. It's better to take small steps than no steps. And over time everything accumulates and you will reach your goal. Just have to be patient with ourselves. That's so true. So let's jump into another sprint. Let's use this timer. Oh no, I want the tea timer today. It's rainy weather here, so I want to have where is my tea timer? Yeah. Okie dokie. So enjoy the next 40 minutes. It's a long sprint, so take your time, relax a bit, have fun. Okie dokie. Sprint number 3. And how did everybody do? Nicole is going to bed right now, and Christian also has to go. So I hope you have a great day, Christian. And I hope you can forget about taxes right now and solve your problem quickly. So it was a long sprint. What else? Oh yeah, Misha joined us. Hello, hello, Misha. It's been a bit hectic in the mornings lately. Right now, I'm figuring out how I want to start my day. Yeah, the first hours of the day are very important. Not helping that I feel like taking a nap. I might be turning into a cat. Yeah. But yeah, the morning routine. It's not easy, I think. Or like I said, it's important to have a good one, so that you have a good start into the day. Yeah, for me, the first hours of the day are the most important, where I accomplish the most because the longer the day goes by, or the more time goes by, the less I can do, because my energy is like falling rapidly. So I really have to order the things I want to do from importance. And maybe, for instance, sports, like going to the gym, I do first thing after waking up, also because of family. So that's that. Then I have to take care of the kids, which I cannot avoid, of course. And I try to but this is also an important part of the day, because I try to do it as relaxed as possible. I have as much time as possible for that, so that we don't get into stress when something happens. Like today, my eldest daughter was like 20 minutes before she had to leave, like, ooh, I had a homework. I forgot about it. So my husband, I, and her, we pretty quickly helped her so that she could do the homework quickly, finish it on time. So stuff like that tends to happen in the morning hours. So it's always good to have some wiggle room. So that's what I try to do. And then as soon as the kids leave for school, it's streaming time, which is perfect. That's why I always have to stream first thing whenever the kids are gone. It's a perfect time for me to do all the writing I want to do, as much writing as I can, as much work. Because, like I said, the morning hours, for energy-wise and focus-wise, are the best for me. So as writing is the most important thing for me, I'm doing it, right then when I can. And then, the rest of the day, other things need to be done as well. So I try to order everything according to my energy levels. Like, I go grocery shopping later when I get tired anyways, so that I get out into the fresh air, which is helping. See, Ian, talking of morning routines, that was what I did, that sprint: meditation, journal, plan. Yes, I definitely also want to do more meditation, especially fall season coming up, winter season. That's the time when sometimes the mood can be not as good. Mental health wise can be tricky, especially then after Christmas. So I would love to have also a meditation routine, but where do I put it? I mean, I already get up at 5:30 right now. So and there are so many people who recommend meditation, and maybe I can make a habit of it. Doesn't have to be a very long meditation, I would say, especially when you're starting it. Maybe I can do it when the kids leave. I have a little time before I start the stream. Maybe I can put it there, so do a breathing exercise or meditation, make this a routine. Now that I think about it, this might be actually something I could do, because I think it's important to do meditation in the morning. I would love to do also meditation in the evening, but this is more tricky because I get up so early. I have to go to bed quite early, and usually I go with the kids. And there's no space here where I can, when the whole family is here, I have no space where I can just hide and do a meditation, So, yeah. Emmy, I did some painting and might be able to finish the process today. Awesome. And you're filming it all. Is this actually distracting, having a camera pointing at? Yeah. But you aren't filming yourself. You are more filming from above while you're painting, or so the camera is pointed at the painting, isn't it? But still, I would feel like someone's watching me, although no one is at the moment where you're painting. I don't know how you feel about it. I would like to hear what you have to say about that. So I would never be able to, I would not film myself, but it's stupid. It's exactly what I'm doing. I was like, I would not like to film myself while writing, but actually I'm sitting writing. But not, what I wouldn't do is show what I'm writing on screen. Some people do this on Twitch. I've seen that. This would totally distract me, but actually I'm filming myself when I'm writing. Ooh, yeah, I do a third eye meditation. I think I remember you mentioning that you taught this meditation to your wife. I think you said something like that. It's instant relaxation for me and doesn't need to take long. Yes, so I often don't want to stop. I can also do it in public without it being obvious. Ooh. I do this with breathing exercises, but is there I probably asked you that before. Do you use a certain maybe video on YouTube, for instance, or did you use it as a basis for your third eye meditation, or did you read about it somewhere? I want to learn a bit more. Of course, I heard about third eye meditation before, but maybe you can recommend a YouTube channel or a book or an article online where I find more information on this meditation. It's very big, so hard to make a good angle. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can imagine that, to figure out where to put the camera so that you, especially because you're using your hands and everything and need room to paint, and then you have to put this camera somewhere, and yeah. Oh, I'm interested in seeing then your video then at the end of it. Okay. Oh yeah, we need to do a final sprint. I would say let's do a 20-minute sprint as the last one today. Here it is, sci-fi. Ian, I first read about it through an Indian newspaper article, The Times, and once I knew the steps, I just do it. Oh, it's so simple. Okay, so I will do some research on my own. And you say it's that simple. Yeah, but usually of course, meditations are simple from the outside, the technique itself or the steps. The hard thing, I think, is really the same as with writing, sitting down and doing it consistently. Yeah. And it's not easy just if you try to sit in silence for, let's say, just 5 minutes. It doesn't seem like a long time, but it's not easy to sit still for 5 minutes for anyone who hasn't tried meditation yet. So I definitely struggle with meditation, but I want to practice a bit more. So here we go. Let's sprint 20 more minutes and enjoy the fourth and final sprint of the day. Okie dokie, that was the last sprint. I hope you enjoyed the stream as much as I did. I'm very happy with my progress. I'm working on this one novel project and just moving quickly through what I've already written and adding stuff to it so that it's more feels like a scene already. So I'm at scene 7 right now. So yeah, progress. And I found the meditation that Ian and I talked about, the third eye meditation. So that's very exciting. I plan on, maybe I can also say I want to commit to, yeah, at least doing a meditation before the stream. So I hope I can do this tomorrow. I hope I won't forget. And I will probably just practice right now after the stream. Oh, awesome. And JC did some research for one of her ideas. Awesome. Great. So I think we all made good progress today. So see you tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow's Thursday, my last stream for this week. So see you soon, my friends. Have a great night, great day. Ciao, ciao, ciao.